One. And here we are back again, another Fisticuffs podcast. Alex, Ardelean, how the devil are we doing on this wonderful Monday afternoon?
Great. After just 2 trainings, full of life, super energetic and everything else.
I like the outfit. After I trained during the day, I've got to wear like trackies and stuff. I can't get comfy. I you managed to make an effort like that. It's hard work. It's classes as well.
Actually, yeah.
This is it. So regards of like your training and your camp and everything else, because obviously being like, a real person, people think when you've got a fight, all you do is train. Wonderful. But no, you've got to work, you've got to do everything else. When you have your camps, does your life change much outside of that, or is it still business as usual?
When I have a camp, I basically have no social life. Like literally, I'm zero. So I'm in the gym for so long. Like I have 2 to 3 trainings, maybe 4, but obviously not all of them hard, but just to move or to like drills and stuff like that. So, and I also train people. So yeah, I'm kind of all the time in the gym right now since the beginning of this fight camp, and this hasn't been a long ass fight camp, such a long one. Yeah,
because what was the situation? Because you're on EFC and like a tournament style thing, and then it's a different fight and a different, is it promotion entirely different as well? The next one that's booked.
You mean the EFC?
Yeah.
Into?
Yeah, it's like a Ultimate Fighter kind of thing. Is that what that is?
Yeah, we were like 10 female fighters from around the world, and obviously 2 teams. Then they were picking up like the blue team and the orange team. So we fight against each other until one of the girls have actually won. But it was a reality show, obviously based on fighting. The fights were real. Everything was kind of real, to be honest. It wasn't really like a show, but it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. It was such a good experience. Yeah.
I mean, this is where it gets interesting, this sort of time between camps and everything else. But one thing I wanted to sort of get into is how do you keep learning, keep developing? Because obviously the amount of years you've had in the sport, the legends you've fought, like Zhang Weili and everything else, obviously it can't just be repetition because that would just get too boring, too stagnant. How do you like to learn now? Say you're learning something new. Is it a conversation? Is it reps? Is it figuring out? How do you like to learn things?
Well, I can only give you some examples from this fight camp because like at this point, at this moment, like I've never been so fit as I am right now. So this is my like how do you say it? This is my like the
peak sort of thing,
finest point in my life, in my fighting career, whatever you want to call it. So honestly, simple things, still drilling a lot, but what I am on it now, I'm doing a lot of conditioning, like a lot of conditioning, and I think this is one of the most important parts. I mean, I'm talking in my name. For me, condition is the most important thing. Like, so that's what I've been doing, and I've been doing a lot of wrestling, to be honest, because normally I'm a striker, but since I moved in England, I literally fell in love with wrestling. And yeah, all of my fights since I moved here, I won everything, and all of the fights were on the ground, which is super weird for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, all I'm doing is literally drilling the same thing 100 million times. I'm simple. I like basic stuff, like anything that's super basic, the most lame. I don't like complicated things. Just literally drill a single leg a million times. I think I'm gonna throw up if I hear a single leg one more time. But yeah, this is how.
That's kind of the nature of it, though. But with that, then, so let me give you an example. Is it the same finishing takedown with different entries, or is it the whole sequence the same? So the same jab, cross hook, shoot for a double, or is it okay? Whatever I do has to finish with this sort of takedown. What would you like to sort of do it? Is it the same sequence? Is it freestyling around the same finishing point? How would you like to do it?
Yeah, it is freestyling around, but like same with simple things, but not just literally one thing. Because like, what if that jab cross won't work on somebody, but this jab cross will work on this person, but this won't work on? So I need to just work around and see what works for, I don't know, different type of opponents, and it's more than one techniques, obviously.
Well, it's an interesting way of going about it. Is say you see a lot of people either going so far on the freestyle way about it, doing the actual pure wrestling versus the shoot boxing and other sort of setups and how you play around with it. Like the strategy is one thing, the application is another thing. That's inspiring. Do you do a lot of specifics on these drills, or is it just your actual open sparring you do this in?
No, I don't even know how to answer to this because um I don't know. I do listen to my corner a lot, and I have my trainer all the time there because he's a fighter as well. So he's always there. It doesn't matter, he's fighting or he's just sitting in the corner telling me what to do. But yeah, I don't know.
That's an
Yeah,
interesting one. It's good.
yeah, I'm just
No, it's all good. It's the thing with this is meant to be a bit more me asking you one to understand, but also to understand from my own training. This is where the thing I like about this podcast I do is it's more me asking you as like a one-to-one kind of thing. Like how do you do it for you? How do you make it work? Because I find that so interesting as to say not just what is the right, what's the best, is how do you? And with that anyway, I'll tell you what's an interesting question is when you're waiting to fight in the warm-up room for everyone else, what do you like to do? Do you switch off entirely? Are you just on your phone messing around? Do you focus the entire time? Are you angry? Are you calm? What do you like to do on a fight day?
you mean just before a fight?
Yeah, like
On
in
a
the
fight?
locker room hanging around because it's not
Oh,
just like show up in there. It's like a waiting around. What do you like to do? How do you manage that sort of time?
I'm super nervous to be honest with you, and when I'm getting into that day or onto that day, like even now if I'm thinking about it, like it makes me a bit, yeah, I'm not angry at all. I actually want people to talk to me. Like I need people there for me, like be here. I want to see you. I want to talk to you. I want to like I just need to feel like it's another normal day, like just a normal day that I'm like, I don't know, but I'm nervous. Don't get me wrong. Like I have like a big ball in my throat. I can't swallow. I can't do anything. I'm just oh shit. I can't breathe. I fight, and then I just need to calm down somehow. But that's how I calm. Like talking to people.
It's
And
interesting you
in the
said about
fight,
making it as normal as possible, though. Sorry to interrupt. I thought you finished, but
no, no,
John
no.
Danaher talks about this. That he tries to get his guys to think, do you know what? It's as normal as possible. Another day in the gym. It's just like sparring, just like training, and I think that's so important as well because otherwise, it's like, shit. How do I even fight? What happens if I go? But wait a minute. I've been doing this for years now. You kind of work it out. It just happened. But it's so scary. With your cornering of other people, do you let them find out their own way of doing it, like the amateurs, the guys up and coming, or do you try to, I don't know, influence them to try to be calm? How do you advise people on their first fights?
Oh, um, interesting question. Probably not for me, because I'm I'm such a simple person, and sometimes I do give advice, but like literally I think 2% of the time, because I am at the moment I'm a fighter just, and I just fight. So I don't know nothing about coaching. Even if I do know some stuff, I don't think I'm in the right position to give people advices or stuff like that. Like I should have more confidence in myself, I know, but like I'm not a coach, so I don't want to give somebody something that's maybe not right, but maybe it's working for me because my style is really unorthodox. I have super unorthodox style. Like I'm doing matrix stuff in training or whatever. Even in fights, if you look at the fights, you will see I'm doing some mat stuff. So that's why maybe there's so many things that work for me, but would never maybe work for you because it's just a weird thing to do. But with the fight, I don't know what to say. Yeah, just because I know myself, and I'm literally shitting myself a bit before a fight, and I don't know what advices can I give to people. Just just go for it. Like, honestly, like,
I mean, that's the biggest thing, though. And I like the way you're explaining this, because the nature of what this is you do it, but then you don't realize how you did it. You just kind of do it. It's natural. It flows automatically. But to then
yeah,
sit and think about why you do certain things as well, I understand it. It's just explaining it isn't the same kind of conversation. The conversation happens as it's doing it. Like, what's right to do now says, I don't know yet. I haven't seen how they've reacted yet. Is a jab right now? I mean, maybe it depends on what you want. And again, it's
yeah,
how your style can then be expressed. And this is why it's an important question, because you, although you haven't got the confidence in inverted commas to explain it, you know what you're on about. It's just
yeah,
being able
yeah,
to, I don't know. And again, what you said there is even more important. It's not just what works for you; it's how other people can apply this stuff. I know
yeah.
it's important having that kind of awareness, and it's good that you can able to take yourself back that step instead of just saying, "Yeah, I know everything." It's good. It's good to be able to have that
Yeah,
kind
well,
of
I'm
pause.
not trying to be mean, but like I've seen there's so many coaches that you need to be talented to be a coach. You need to be having explanation skills, and you need to be, talented as a coach, not as a
Mm.
fighter, because a fighter is a fighter, whatever. But as a coach, I could never at the moment. I just admit the fact that I'm just a fighter. I couldn't coach. No way. There's no way.
I mean, it's if what you want to do. If you invested the time and the energy and that sort of thing in there more, like I explain it like a pie chart. Like you've got a section for what you do and everything you do in your life. Like if your bigger chunk is your fighting than it is your coaching, you'll be a better fighter than you're a coach. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
If you invest more time in the coaching, yeah, you can be a better coach and so on and so forth. But if you want to fight, you don't want to coach, why would you? Why would you do what you don't want to do? But it's important
Yeah.
though. A few things I want to get into. Obviously, you're one promoting your OnlyFans, and when it comes to these kind of different industries you're in, I just think it's just incredible. Like you got the audience, you got the perfect audience, and it's like, you know what? If you're in a sport with mainly men, and whenever there's a big group of men and a few girls in the sport, more eyes on there, and obviously monetizing that, I think that's fantastic. So,
Yeah.
regards of splitting your business and your passion, I'm not sure which one's which at this point, but either way, how do you find managing the time for both?
Oh, well, OnlyFans don't take too much time, but it does sometimes, depends on what, like requests and stuff like that I have. Um, but with OnlyFans, literally, you can take, let's say, you can go to a studio or whatever. Not even because they don't like the professional pictures. The men on OnlyFans or girls, whatever, because I have girls that buy my content as well, not just men. So they like them like as raw as you can, like with the phone,
Hmm.
with your own phone and
Bit
stuff
crude,
like
bit
that.
more
So
like natural,
you
but
can
personal
literally
thing.
take 100 pictures in one day and spread them like in a month. You can
Hmm.
how do my English is a bit
No, it's
but
okay. It's all
sorry.
good.
So it's not taking too much time, but sometimes it does. And it can be hard sometimes to just take pictures and every day coming with something new, because people want to see new every single day, and every single day you need to get new every time, new something new. Like you need to have ideas, and sometimes it's a bit, oh yeah, what do I do today? But yeah, at the moment fighting is
Hmm.
first. And but everything it connects, because I couldn't be able to train like I'm training now. I couldn't be able to train every day, or um spend so much money on my training or my fight camp, because you need to spend a lot of money.
Hmm.
Honestly,
About
like
making the
people don't
money.
realize this MMA. Yeah, it's if you're not at a really, really big level, you you need to take money out of your pocket. And yeah, it's just mm, I wouldn't be able to do it without this OnlyFans. I would be, but not like that. I wouldn't be in the best form and shape, because I would have to go work. I don't work at the moment,
Hmm.
but I have some more stuff on the side. Like I sell retro games on eBay.
Oh, really?
I'm
What sort of games are
also
they? What sort of games do you
like
sell?
PS1s,
I see.
Xbox 360, stuff like Sega Mega Drive, Dreamcast,
Oh, sick.
everything. My garage is full. So I'm still selling stuff on eBay, really good. It goes okay. I'm I'm a qualified dog groomer as well. So I don't know
Wow.
anything.
The more this conversation goes, the more things I'm learning. It's such a school. Like, what's going on now? Where do we even start?
I know.
But
I
this
just
is
like to, I like to make money and to every time find new ways of making money and do everything that I like. See what I like. See what I like. I like this. I like dog grooming. Yeah, I like it. I was a massage therapist. Yeah, I tried it for about like a year. Nah, it wasn't for me, but I'm still qualified. I just,
I like that though. I like not sticking to one thing just because you have to. It's trying different things. Do I like this? Give it a go. Nah, something else. I like that so much more than, oh, it's safe. I can do this. What's that for? And one thing I wanted to speak about when it comes to like OnlyFans and things like
yeah.
that, people would think it's just the initial get it, free money, happy days, constant stream. But like you're saying there, you've got to keep it going, keep it maintaining. It's a business. And on top of that, it's building a brand, building a profile, and you've got to maintain it. How have you found the best way of doing that? Like obviously TikTok does really well for you, getting a lot of like follows on there. Do you find your TikToks go through to the OnlyFans quite well, or is it a separate kind of thing?
Damn, my mom will be honest with you, but TikTok is madness. It's like one of the best, um how do you say,
A
like you can
platform sort of thing.
one of the best platform, a growing platform, a fan base growing platform,
Hmm.
because you can gain followers so easy. Like I have about 600,000 followers right now at the moment on TikTok. And I got few videos, like I got 20 million views at one single video, which is mad. And TikTok sending you money too. I made money on TikTok from views. And from there, they went to OnlyFans as well. A lot of them. So it's one of the best. But the thing is, yeah, I'm keep getting banned because I don't know. My account got flagged, and I know there are a lot of really bad stuff on this TikTok. My stuff is like super light, and my stuff is meant to just bring joy or whatever.
Yeah,
It's nothing pervert. I don't
a bit cheeky,
post
kind of tongue in cheek kind of thing.
anything
Nothing
that
too like, yeah, too like in your
not
face.
even bikini. Like I don't even have bikinis. I just
Hmm.
have dresses and normal clothes, and still. And when I get banned, obviously I'm shadow banned after that, and it's
Hmm.
just my views go low. No following, no, it's just getting it's frustrating at one point, but it is what it is. Like it's something that I cannot myself, I can do. Like I can send emails, but they're gonna just be
Yeah,
lost
ignored,
in
yeah.
the yeah.
But no, it is an interesting way of how you then promote these things going forward and how you keep things going around. That's what I'm impressed with. Like your content is very consistent. Like there's always a new video, even if it's a repost, there's always something going and keep on flowing. Because that's half the battle with these things. Building any kind of profile is just in your face. This is me. Hi, don't forget me. Hi, here we are. Here
Yeah.
we are. And it
No.
naturally grows. I tell you what's interesting though about TikTok, I found out the algorithm itself is more telling a story, like videos that work. Like it's you want to get engaged from the start to the end. And a lot of people will tell like, oh, hi, I'm so and so, I'm now doing this. What can we do this? And I like the way that kind of organically grows. I can imagine you could have almost a separate TikTok purely on your fight journey, let alone this sort of other sort of stuff. I mean, either obviously it's up to you entirely how you do your content, but I think that's also an interesting way of building I don't know, building an audience. People relate to you as a person. Like regards of you in the gym. All right, how do I explain it? I'll tell you what you put up, Adrian, made me laugh was how you wrestle with guys and how they wrestle with you. I thought it's hilarious.
Oh.
Like what was your training mainly with guys, or would you have quite a like decent amount of girls to train with?
Well, mainly it's with guys. I had a period of time when Melissa from Lions Gym, Coventry, and her husband came for their fight camp as well
Mm.
for a good 3 months, I think. And they used to come constantly to spar and to help us, and we help each other. And then there were so many girls coming at that period of time. But like obviously they all had fights last month or when, and they taken a break,
Yeah,
because you
got a
need to.
ticket, yeah.
So at the moment I'm just training with the guys. Yeah, just with the guys right now. But it's a really good training because yeah, they helping me. I help them as well, because yeah, it is what it is, you know. I can't complain. guys, because it's a guy sport. So
I mean, this is where it gets quite interesting because at your gym as well, you've got quite a few flyweights, quite a few like bantamweights as well. So it's not just like big lightweights, welterweights, middleweights, just sort of squishing you. You can actually have
yeah.
competitive rounds and be able to get involved with it. I like that quite a lot, being able to mix it up. And regards of your sparring in camp, do you always stay in house? Like you said, there like Melissa and like James as well coming up. Do you tend to go to like not open mats, but like other areas to get new bodies, or is it always the same people you know?
Kind of always the same people that they are coming to my gym. As I'm gonna be honest, I am a really, really comfortable person. Like, I even told Melissa, man, I just admire the fact that you guys coming from Coventry every Tuesday and Friday when they used to come. Like, I admire you so much for that, because I'm so lazy. Like, I know I'm an athlete and everything else, but as a person, I'm very lazy. Really, like, I'm lazy. It is what it is. Like, I'm lazy. I could never do this. Like, it was so hard when we didn't have gym and we had to travel a bit, you know, around
Mm.
to go to like Stafford, and it's like 45 minutes drive, and I'm like, I went 2 times a week or something. I should have went every day, but
It drains the life out of you, that kind of traveling and everything else. Like I used to do that kind of journey like 4 or 5 times a week after work to BST where I'm at now. It's just drains. You don't recover. Like how far away is your gym from you now?
10 minutes. And
10 minutes.
if I do speed up, it's like closer than that. So I'm so grateful for that, because I used to train at, at the UTC. Well,
Hmm.
same thing, 10 minutes walk. I was walking there, but then they closed down and it was a bit of an issue, blah blah.
Yeah, it's always politics
But
there. So he said, she
same,
said
this
stuff.
gym, yeah, same. This gym is closed, so I'm so grateful, and I have everything I need. I don't need to go to other gyms. Like, I'm grateful when they come, like, because they're helping me, and Melissa helped me a lot, because like she's a girl, you know, girls spar differently. Yeah,
Exactly that.
they just spar differently, but yeah,
I think that's a common misconception. I think it's a bit of a best of a bad situation is when girls are stuck sparring with guys is when you come across a girl, they won't be as strong as you. So, well, they train differently. It's not the same. It's like when you train with bigger people, so they spar differently. It's a different conversation. Yes, you're used to heavier and lumpier, but it's different conversation.
it is. Girl will, like, when I used to do, like, one of the best sparrings were with Melissa, because she's coming for it. I go for it,
Yeah, you
and we're
got
like, oh
switched on.
no, yeah, so nice. So, like, yeah, it's cool. It's
Well,
cool.
that's good though. You find that balance where you can go hard enough that you respect it, but not too hard. You take too much
Yeah,
damage, and you get that actual competition. Like the way you explain it is, I don't know, it's bad, yeah. It's hard enough. It's like trying new stuff on blue belts because the white belts are too spazzy or not on a level to deal with it properly. Like purple or higher will just smash you and stop you doing it. Whereas blues, like they're competitive, you can get a nice sort of pace with
yeah.
it. Like, do you do a lot of specific discipline training, like pure nogi, pure striking, or is it always MMA with you?
No, it's literally around it. Like, oh, I'm kind of. I do everything, but most that I do is wrestling, and wrestling off the wall with, like, continue of grappling while we hit the ground,
Hmm.
but it's live. So we do the technique at the beginning of the training. We do our technique or whatever we have to do, like single leg, body lock, stuff like that. And then after, like, I don't know, we do that for a half an hour, and then we go live for like few rounds.
Oh, that's good.
But we don't do I don't do gi, and yeah, kind of. I don't really like grappling, to be honest. I'm doing it because I
Just
have
stand
to.
up and knock him out. That's it.
Or
Don't
just,
grapple.
yeah,
Just knock him out. Just
it's
fight. Like,
crazy, because I always struggled with this. Like, I always struggled with the grappling, because my older fights, before I moved in England. They go, I was good at striking, but then they were taking me down. I know when you take somebody down and hold them there, it's just more points. Obviously, it's more points. Even if you don't do anything, it's just points.
Yeah.
So I do struggle with the grappling, and I still don't like it. And I want to go to the grappling session saying, "Oh wow, I want to do this." Like I'm going to the wrestling one. I'm like, "Oh shit, wrestling! Whoo, I love it."
You're eating your vegetables when you go to Nogi. You're like, I've got to do it. You don't like it, but you got to do it. It makes you feel better. That's important. Though. It's important being able to identify it and still go through that. Because a lot of people, I don't like it, so I don't do it.
No, I have to, because my coach is on looking at me like.
It's a good problem to have when you've got a coach who's telling you to do things, not doing things. The worst thing is a coach doesn't care. That's the worst thing, because then you just, that's just concerned, bigger problems, I think. Anyway, I'll let you enjoy the rest of your afternoon. A couple questions I will leave you on, same ones I leave everyone with.
Yeah,
First question, which way am I going to do this? You're about to walk out to fight. You then see yourself walking towards you. What advice do you give you to perform in the best headspace?
Ooh.
There we are.
Oh my days, I'm not that deep with these questions.
What advice do you give yourself before you compete? Is the general gist of it. I like the scenario. Makes it more interesting. Paints a picture.
I don't know, man. I'm really simple with it. I just go for it. I don't know.
Let me bang, bro. Just let me bang. That's the one.
Sort of. So honestly, like, I really don't know what the answer to this. It's literally just
go for it.
Do whatever you do the best. Just win it.
Just win. I like that. Simple. Less is more. Next question is, after a competition, what is the takeaway cheat food? What is the craving? What are you feeling?
Oh my god. I've been craving cookie. I love cookie dough. I love cookie doughs so much.
Bang.
Like I could eat cookie dough for breakfast and until the lunch, dinner time, whatever. I like cookie dough. So that would be actually the first, like, and I don't know, the food, I'm fine with anything. I'm not a big fan of something specific. And I like to cook myself. So yeah, I will cook something for me, like I don't know, some cheesy with pastas and stuff like that. I don't know. I can cook pizza as well.
I'm getting hungry now. There's a lot of options.
Why are we talking about food? I have 2 weeks until the fight.
Hey, you gotta get excited, gotta get angry for it.
Get off my back, please.
This is it. I'm enjoying. I thought, boy, I get to eat. I get to be fat. It's good. Anyway, last question. Beginner walks in the gym, full of beans, UFC gloves on. They want it. They're excited. What advice do you give them to make sure they stick with it, they have fun, and they progress?
So I walk in.
Beginner walks in the gym, completely new. Someone new walks in the gym, want to start. What advice do you give a beginner to get started in the right way?
Oh, well, the same advice I give this, because I train kids as well, and I'm giving them advice like just listen to the coach. That's the first thing. Just listen to whatever he says. Everything in life and everything, just listen to the coach, because he's the most important person over there anyway. And yeah, I don't know, just don't skip days unless you're actually about to die or something. Don't skip classes, just be consistent, because if you're not consistent, like I can see myself, if you're not consistent, you're not going to do anything, because even if you train a month and you just skip a week because you just can't be bothered, then it's going to be hard to come back. Even if it's just a week, we're talking about a week, and then you're going to need 2-3 months to come back. So just be consistent and persistent, or whatever the word is.
All of the above, all the ants. Thank you very much for your time. Any sponsors you want to shout out to?
I don't have sponsors. I don't have.
We'll get you some sponsors.
It's my OnlyFans. Thank you, my OnlyFans fans.
Real fans. So your fight date, where can people watch it? How are they going to see it?
It's gonna. I have a link that I'm gonna share. It's literally on the organization's official website, but that's gonna be tagged all over my profile probably, and on a Ronin page, and yeah, friends will. But it's on their official website. So the event is called RXF. It's a really big event in Romania.
It's huge.
Well,
Get
yeah.
links to that in the description, no problem at all. Shout out to our podcast sponsors. We've got the English Hypnotist. I work with Rich personally in the last camp, and it comes to the mental side. We talk about all the time. It can make or break a fighter, and I can't express enough how valuable it's been working with Rich. 100% recommend him. And Good Performance Nutrition. Dan Good used to be a professional fighter. He's a family man, a businessman, and again, this supplement's affordable, tastes really nice, and again, it's a product I use. A lot of people I know use, so fantastic. Good Performance Nutrition and English Hypnotist. Thank you very much for your time. Also, buy all the Fisticuffs merch. Keep me in, cookie dough and all the good stuff. All right, take care, everyone.